Here we go.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, wow, right off the bat. Good morning, people. Michael, Andri. I hope I'm saying your name right there, sir and or madam. Andri. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And it is a good morning. It is a good morning. Taking a second to get this message out to all socials, guys. I'll be with you in 1 second. Andri. I trade a combination of things. I'm either looking at the 15 minute, the 1 minute, or the 5 minute. I'll sometimes drop it down to the 30 second. Every now and again. Alrighty, guys. So, per usual, I am hands off in the morning. First 15 minutes. Per usual, I am hands off first 15 minutes. And honestly, you should be too. Hey guys, look, give me a little sound check here. Is that music too loud? Is my voice coming in loud enough for you guys to hear me? Oh, what just happened to the music? As soon as I say that, right, it decides to stop. That's hilarious. As soon as I ask for a mic test. Merdad. Hope I'm saying that right. Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Hope we're all doing well. I hope we're all doing well. I hope we're all doing well. Yeah, SBS Sniper. For whatever reason, as soon as I ask, the video stops. So I'm just giving it a spin again. Cool. Cool. All right, everybody. Per usual, I like to let this first 15 minutes go by. But taking kind of a neutral stance today. I'm not too sure what the market wants to do after we've done all of this in the overnight session. This is a lot of movement. A lot of times the market loves to. I'll explain all of this once more when I get a cup of coffee. But the market likes to. The market likes to either consolidate one of these sessions a day, right? Usually it's the Asian session that consolidates. Then we get some volume in London and ultimately final move in New York, or vice versa between New York and London. But sometimes you can get Asian pops off, and that means either the London session is whack or the New York session will be whack. I'm hoping it's not the New York session. Those days always suck, but you know, we'll get whatever we get. So yeah. Nick, good morning. KST, good morning. Wow, I have a little audience here. You guys are the real goats, man. You don't have to tune into my little baby stream here, but you do anyway, and I really appreciate it. It is much appreciated, guys. It's much appreciated. Helping me out, helping me progress, helping me do the things. You guys are awesome. All right, guys. We are going to commence Operation Don't Get Cooked. So if you know, I took an L yesterday after after yes SBS sniper support the homies. Yeah, I took an L yesterday after seeing the correct move, and it was a beautiful move, and I FOMO'd into D plus setups. So right now, knowing myself, and I'm pretty sure every other trader has been through this, let's just not fall in the greed. Let's not fall in the FOMO. Let's just continue to follow the plan, even though we took an L yesterday. And I definitely took an L yesterday. A little paper cut. Well, no, I would call that a small losing day. Small losing day. I had another mentor of mine when I first got into trading. He said there should only be four outcomes for your trading day: small loss, break even, small win, big win. So if you're having big losses, there's an issue there, and I've always stuck to that. Four steps. That should only be four things. Should probably type that out. So I got 9 minutes to do what I need to do here. So I'll just go ahead and type this up because I think it's really important. I think it's so important to know that. I don't want to type in you guys' ear, so I'm going to mute myself. Alrighty, guys. So as you can see, my account is already locked. I'm waiting for the market to open so I don't FOMO into nonsense. So yeah, I'll be right back. Yes, indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, traders of all kinds, I am back. And let's take a look at this market. Okay, so it looks like we're about to establish our opening range here. So let's put these notes away. And I'll be honest, South Tribe Trades said it as well. My expectations are low, and I'm also going in with a neutral stance today. I would like for the market to tell me what's going on today. I don't know where we're going, up or down or up at the moment. But the immediate time frame, I have a slight bullish bias, to be honest with you. But we have this meteoric drive down, and it's, when you see something like this after we take all of this and we just dump all the way down like that, it's something to look at. Something not to be concerned, but just something to look at. So now we've established our opening range here. I'm drop it down to the 5. And I want to see what we can get here. So the opening range is well, look at that, guy. So this might be a hands-off day. This might be a no-trade day. That's going to be in the cards today. We might just be hanging out here because look at this. Look at this. The 200 is completely sideways, cutting through price on the 5-minute. And the 20 doesn't suggest what we want to do at all. I mean, it kind of suggests it wants to go short, but look how ugly all of this is. Yeah, this could be one of those days that makes or breaks traders. And I'm going in today with a loss from yesterday, even though I saw the market correctly. So it's super dangerous for me. So I'm going to talk out every single thing, every single move, everything, every idea is going to be laid out and laid bare because I don't think that today is going to be our day, ladies and gentlemen. Just going to be very honest with you. These candlesticks that are printing it's not a market that I would want to deal with. So let's still hang out. Let's see what we can get. I don't think we'll have any news today to kind of shake anything up as well. So yeah, I hate to sound pessimistic, but after you back test a lot, you forward test a lot, you can see that it's just not congruent to the market that you like to trade. And this is just not the kind of market that I like to trade. The 20 just cutting right through these candlesticks. And even on a 5-minute, we have it's almost like, let me just lock up my account now, to be honest with you. It kind of looks that bad to me. Like, once again, I'm no expert. I'm not going in this with expert eyes, but I kind of live and die by these two squiggly lines right here, the SMAs. I've seen its power, especially when you put it on top of an SBS. I've seen what it can do. I've seen how right you can be. Even when you're wrong, it still gives you a chance to mitigate risk. And every time I trade against them, I wind up getting clapped in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's working out for a second, if I'm trading against it, it'll still come back and clap me in some type of way. So I don't like trading against these. So there's probably some higher time frame thing that I'm missing. The hourly, for you ICT guys, we're in this huge hourly fair value gap. After we took this high, if you're some type of swing trader, you're probably looking at, hey, tap into this fair value, this absolutely meteoric dummy fair value gap, and probably expecting like lower price action. You're probably expecting it like right now, but we don't trade that way. We don't trade that way. We get in on pullbacks and we trade with the trend. Yeah, no, I still have a little ICT in my blood. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard for me to get rid of. So I still like to fair value trap. I love it. I love it. I love it. Your fair value trap. I'm taking that one. I'm taking that one. I'm taking that one. All right, guys. So, what would be your first presented fair value trap? I'm using fair value trap, man. I really am. The amount of times you can get cooked from that damn thing, and I feel sorry for some people who trade it. I'm like, dude, you're entering in the middle of the range and you're going against the trend. We have SMT divergence at the high. We created the displacement fair value gap. You are in the middle of the range trading against the trend. Pay attention to market structure. It's all there. Alrighty, guys. Playing this one close to the chest. I have nothing right now. I have absolute. Where did my SMAs just go? Did I miss something? Hello? Am I? Guys, where did my SMAs just go? Did I get hacked? Did the algorithm just What? Remember when I told you I'm not an expert trader? What just happened? Anywho, yeah, that scared me, guys. That really scared me. We gotta have the SMAs. It's not even a question. Gotta have those. Let's get rid of these crosses too. Not a big fan of the crosses. Okay, alright, cool. Woo. That was scary. Yes indeed, KST. I completely agree. Nothing wrong with ICT if that's your fancy. I'm always going to respect every single trader that carves out some money from the market. If you're making money from the market and something's working for you, you deserve respect. It's just not for me. I'm getting tired of marking up shit that I've seen that's going on from like 8 months ago, and some type of rectangle with a rectangle with a new name to it. Your end dog, your end log, your breaker, your fair value gap, it's and none of it pertains to market structure. So, all right, guys, it is 9:50. It looks like the market is trying to settle into what it wants to do for the day, but we're still going to play this extra carefully. The 1 minute is starting to suggest that we want to break above these highs. Fatal. Good morning to you, sir and or madam. So entry criteria would pretty much be where are we at in price. I'll go over that a little bit later, but mostly I'm looking at, am I trading with these the SMAs here? If I see an SBS but it goes against the SMA here, I probably won't take it. Just because that means I'm trading against the trend. And what do we always say? The trend is your friend. I don't know why we think that we can get away from these very basic things. But yeah, the trend is your friend, guys. The trend is very much your friend. All right, so we're breaking above orb high. This could be one of those days where it just rushes away, which is fine. I'm not seeing anything as far as SBS or SBS adjacent. I do have another strategy that I like to play that involves bullish or bearish engulfings on the 5 minute, but I don't feel a need to do that right now, especially since we're not getting it. So this may be a day where we just look at the 5 minute for less noise, because I'm telling you guys, this is very much a neutral day. I'm not too sure what the market wants to do, but we'll follow the best way we can. And do you usually have a strict RR, or do you just look at the market? That's actually a good question, Fatal. Usually, usually we're if you're a beginner SBSer, you're probably trying to stick with a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-2. I don't see, because the system is completely mechanical, right? So if I were to draw a fib like over this right now, I could just get in at this little golden line right here, stop right here, and then TP at the green line. That's an automatic fixed 1-to-1. But I do know ways of not hacking it, but making it a little bit, better for me, so I can increase that RR just a bit. So we've taken that high, we've came right back into the range. Let me get rid of this fib because it's not in play yet. So we've taken that high, close below. I would love to see. Well, no, actually. Nah, I wouldn't say that any. I would love to say that this is like your 1-2, but this range is way too wide to even think about playing for that to be your 1 and your 2. So I'm gonna let that go. Could be for better, could be for worse, but I don't like it. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Appreciate that SBS sniper. If you can, drop a like, leave a like, all that good stuff as we watch the market consolidate in the range. Not really too much to do here, guys, but get rid of this now. Put this right here. Yeah, guys, this is ugly. This is ugly. Tried to break above it, came back. This is what we call bar coding. The 5 is just cutting right through price right here. There is absolutely no way that I press a button at the moment. But, thanks for hanging out anyway. Thanks for hanging out anyway. Gives me something to do and makes me not FOMO into nonsense. Oh yeah, even look at the 30-second. Even the 30-second is like no range, and it makes perfect sense, right? Look at everything we did overnight. Look at these candles. Look at this. Bow. This is a trader's dream right here. If you could have found this. So yeah, I'm not going to force anything, especially when I know that the market could literally just do this all day. Inside this box all morning, if it really wanted to. It could just do that. Because once again, look what we've done overnight. One of these sessions got to consolidate. You gotta have one ass session a day, and it might be New York today. Could you perhaps show how you would have taken the Asia long or short with a 5-minute SBS? I mean, I could. You start to get bearish right here. The problem with this is these swings are so incredibly wide. Now, honestly, I don't see what you would have done. Yeah, that's not doing anything. And let me see, what could you have done? Because I'm definitely not seeing it on the 5. Let me see, here's your swing. 1, 2. 1, 2. The problem is you don't get a 3 until here. 4. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it, to be honest with you. Let me see. 1, 2. It's a little mini. It's a little nickel and dime SBS right here. Swing. I'm not going to type out all these numbers because that's going to take too much. But 1, 2. You got your little 3-point right here. 4, and price decided to come all the way up here for your 5. So you probably could have did something like this for your fib. Since this is your swing point, take it from the top. What does it do? It gives you a little golden SPS right here. 1, 2, 3, bow, 4, bow, 5. Taking on down. You're trading against the trend though. You're definitely trading against the trend. So yeah. Smooth operator, good morning. Good morning. We're just kind of revisiting past price action because the market is looking kind of garbage right now. Let me take another peek. Yeah, I don't like this. 1, 2, back into the range. I mean, this swing is just so incredibly wide. I don't even want to take it like a 1, 2. It doesn't look the way I usually want it to look. So I'm just gonna leave this alone. That looks good. Thank you, brother. Yeah, fatal, no problem. No problem. But the most important thing is, when you see it, back test it. Yeah, Sniper, where is Art Vandelay? Where's my favorite importer exporter? Where's my favorite architect at? Where is my architect friend? I'm an architect. Yeah, I probably should have left that. I am Art Vandelay. Huh? Oh, is this your burner account? I switched my name to be consistent with Discord. Nah, this the burner, guys. He switched to his burner, everybody. Well, Sniper, I didn't know that. I did not know that. I did not know that. Yeah, guys. So I could be wrong. There's probably an expert SBSer probably sees something here, but I don't. I once again, it is well within the playbook. This is. Let me go ahead and explain this then. So we have four environments, and I'm not going to show you the screenshots. You got to join the mentorship for that. But we have four environments that we like to play. We have a trend. We have a bullish trending environment, a bearish trending environment, a ranging environment, and a expanded environment. Basically, the first two are trending, so we're just looking for that trend. So we're just looking for pullbacks in that direction. So if we're bullish, we're just looking for a pullback to go back long. If we're bearish, we're looking for a pullback to go short, according to the SMAs. I don't like to play expanded. I don't like to play the expanded play because simply I'm just not all that good at it, and honestly, there's no point to it. So if you want to play expanded plays, you can with the SMAs. I don't. But the only market condition where we don't touch, because it's the high probability that you get cooked, is the ranging environment or the consolidation environment. And this is almost a textbook masterclass of what I would call, or what anyone would call, a ranging market. Once again, I'm not an expert here. I could be completely wrong. But do you see how the 200 is cutting through price and the 20 is cutting through price? Now, if the 20 was cutting through price, eventually it'll start to like move and pick a direction. But if the 200 is cutting through price, it's like, come on, like that's almost like a no go. And exactly what it's doing right now, price is not going anywhere. We're still within this orb range. It's a death sentence, guys. I'm not gonna hold you. It's a death sentence. So if Stoic doesn't teach orb, I kind of keep it in my playbook just to give me a level to kind of like have my eyes on. So this opening range here, usually if we're staying within this opening range for the first 15 minutes of the day, we usually consolidate. We start breaking above it. We start either picking that direction. And since we're staying inside of it, there's almost nothing for me to do personally. But there's nothing to do. Orb stands for opening range breakout. I'm not going to explain that one because it's not within like the Stoic playbook. This is a Stoic SBS trading channel. If you want to study that one, I was just type it in the chat or type it into YouTube, Google it. Opening range breakout. You'll find dozens of videos about it, and I like it. It's just another level for me to keep my eyes on and to keep me safe in the price. That's all. You don't have to follow it, but I just find it's another way to keep me safe. But it's not exactly something that's strictly taught. At least I don't think. Yeah, see how we're going just back and forth, back, forth, back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. Yeah, like there's nothing for you to do here. There's nothing for you to do here. There is probably some expert that sees something, but I don't see it. There's probably some ICT traders trying to short this right here though. And this knowing that price isn't going. This is what I would call in a 50-50. Like and they'll probably be stupid and try and like hold for this level right here, knowing damn well that price can just like do this right here. So like yeah, they'll probably win, but greed and their mentor telling them that you should be waiting for these ridiculous levels to get hit will probably prevent them from getting out of honestly what I would call a pretty decent trade, especially if we were to just come down here and take nip at these lows right here, but then you won't like let the trade go. Like, hey, this market sucks. Why are you holding a trade? Why are you expecting a lot from an environment that sucks? So if you were up here, I would have collapsed this trade by now, or I wouldn't have just traded it at all, because price doesn't know what it wants to do. We have no news to kind of shake things up here, and see how we're going right back up. I mean, if you wanted to nickel and dime it, and I don't like doing this, if you wanted to nickel and dime it, you could have said that this is your 1, this is your 2, this is your 3, but we don't sweep. And yeah, we're not getting any sweeps, guys. Like, I'm not about to like sit up here and try and pretend that I see something when I don't, and trying to take a trade just for the sake of taking a trade. I don't see anything. Could you draw out your ideal setup with path tool? It's a straight up SBS stock. It's a straight up SBS. It's a model 2. How can I even draw that? So I'm looking for something like, so 1, 2, 3, 4, bow, 5, something more or less like that. So if this is your swing right here, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I guess I could just draw that out for you. This is your swing point. You want your 1, your 2 here. Here's your 3. This is like the secret. This is like the secret sauce here too when it comes to wow, my numbers are not right. So I gotta redo that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. You have like your 4 right here. Then you have 5. Usually that'll like tap into some type of if we can get some type of like move origin right here, that would be like very sexy. Yeah, use that. So this is pretty much like a model 2, an SBS model 2, SBS model 2 is usually what I'm looking for. Yeah, something like this. Remember the ICT trade that I just said? Of how, for whatever reason, we're not taking profits. And this is the main reason why I stopped trading ICT. And once again, I don't want this to turn into like an ICT rag, or ICT shit on ICT channel. Because a lot of those guys are really good. But you got to make it good. So basically, right, if I were to take this short right here, first of all, you probably shouldn't even be trading in this type of environment. That's the clarity that Stoic and Dave Teaches gave me. That, hey, not every environment you should be trading. Just because a fair value gap printed, just because it took a high and a fair value gap printed, doesn't mean you should be taking it. And I just see, and I know there's some degenerates that probably took this. So you probably would have just set your stop at the fair value gap high right there. You would have got in right here. And here's the thing, it would have worked out. It would have worked out, right? You would have got a nice little almost 1 to 2 in an environment that is absolutely garbage. But here's the thing. A lot of ICT traders don't break even, remove risk, take partials, whatever. They probably would have said, oh, well, my algo says it's got to hit this low right here. Or it's got to hit this low. And eventually it's going to hit this low because that's what the coded algorithm, that's what Daddy ICT's HTML code said it would do. And it's simply wrong. This market sucks. It's going to consolidate. What does that mean? It's coming right back to your entry. So I'm hoping that if an ICT trader took this, he would have took partials at these levels right here, or at least broke even. But I know a lot of them don't, because Daddy ICT tells them that this is liquidity, wait for the liquidity to get tagged. This is liquidity, wait for the liquidity to get tagged. This is liquidity, wait for that to get tagged. And you're not, and you're in good trades, but you're not taking partials at all. You're not keeping yourself safe. And here you are in a good trade that turned into a break even, or you getting cooked right here. And what's price more likely to do? It'll probably come right back down. Who knows? Or go right back up. This is a ranging market. We don't really know what's going to happen right here. And that's the main reason why I just stopped with that community. Well, not stop with the community, right? Because I still like a lot of my personal friends are ICT traders and I love them to death, but I can't trade this way anymore. I just can't do it. Not when you open your eyes and realize, hey, this is market structure and all that other stuff. Love them to death though. They deserve credit. If you're pulling money from the market, I respect you. But I just can't with that style of trading anymore. It's just not for me. Now this is probably your fair value gap turning into an inverse fair value gap, and now let's go long. So there are probably people trying to go long right now, and it's just a mess for me, dog. So nah, it's just hands off. It's very much hands off. Oh my God, guys! As I speak, somebody took that. I'm looking at Discord. Somebody took that trade, and I'm just like, somebody took that trade and got cooked. Like, I just don't. It, anyway. So yeah, guys, we're still waiting here. The market hasn't tipped its hat yet. The market has not tipped its hat yet. Missed my long entry for NQ, I think. I'll be honest with you, Art Vandalay. I don't think you missed anything. I honestly don't think you missed anything. We're still within this opening range here. Price has not picked a direction yet. From here, I mean, honestly, you could be a degenerate and just play the range and try and go short again. SMAs kind of don't suggest it. The 1 minute is kind of suggesting going long, but we're still within this range. And it's not conducive to a healthy environment. Yeah, guys, once again, there's probably some stuff forming here, but it's just not for me. Yeah, like if I see an SBS, I need to see an SBS like going in a direction. So like if I'm bullish, I would need to see, hey, there's an SBS here, there's an SBS here. Well, you probably can't see me. Like, hey, if we're going up, there's an SBS here, and there's an SBS here, there's an SBS here. That's kind of like what I'd like to see. I don't like to see an SBS just form in the middle of the range, and I don't like to battle that. Don't like to battle that, and nor do I see anything yet. Nor do I see anything. So this is a good time to. I wish I was like. I wish I was a big. This is what the bigger streamers would do. I guess like, hey guys, let's give away a funded account. Let's give away some combines or some shit like that. But I'm not there. Nor do I want to be there, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, this sounds whack. I think I'm not an expert that you can have one in the low, three at the top of the range. But I agree. I mean, yeah, I think you're right, Andrew. This is just not the market that that I like to see, form personally. It's just not. It's not all that high quality. I don't like how we're just kind of like cutting through everything. You could, you could start seeing this right here. The real question is, do I want to take it or not? I mean, yeah, you could start seeing something like this. It might be more of an outline day today. I don't think I mind if I get rid of this and tap into this little origin here. It's risky though. It's risky. But also follow Stoic Traders, and of course, in the range market is better to wait. It's 100% better to wait. 100%. Yeah. So we got a. Did this sweep? My God, did it sweep or not? Or did we just get to the tick equal lows? SBS Sniper, you're good at the SBS's. Would you count that as a sweep of two? I mean, once again, I'm not about to nickel and dime this market, man. I'm not about to nickel and dime this one. Yeah, like guys, once again, let me just type this out so that nobody kind of like gets confused or textbook ranging market, advise to not touch. 20 and 200 is cutting through price like a hot knife through butter. Can get cooked. Yeah, this is textbook range, guys. This is textbook range. Yeah, simply cutting out days like this is like, I mean, that could be like half the battle. Even though we're getting a sweep here, I honestly don't care. This is just not what I like to see in price. Is it worth trying? To be honest with you, I don't know. So we're now finally getting that sweep. This shit don't even look like it wants to hold. What is the difference between Model 1 and Model 2? Yeah, Fatal 4 and 5 usually sweeps a little bit lower, tapping into some type of supply and demand zone or move origin, whatever you want to call it, and then bouncing back up. Model 1 usually kind of just holds at the support became resistance line or resistance becoming support, something like that. You're gonna have to back test it. You're gonna have to like watch the Stoic videos. I'm not an expert in explaining it, nor do I pretend to be. I'm just telling you what I see at seeing price. But if you wanted to know, the Model 1, the 4 and the 5 sweep usually happens a little bit lower in the range, to my eye. It could be some little nuances that's different, but that's what I see, and that's the one I like to play. So right now, 1, 2, 3. Look how ugly this shit is, guys. Here's your 4. Doesn't tap into 5. You know, sometimes it's okay to let a trade go. Because this could work. But I honestly don't care because this shit is ugly. This shit is ugly. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I could take that in the practice account, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of don't want. This is not worth funded trading to me. Yeah, this is not worth a funded account trade. This entire environment is not. It's not for me. And once again, it may just be a skill issue. It may just be a skill issue, but in my personal opinion, if you're like, if you're new, it's really important to kind of like respect what market environment you're in. Are there going to be people that absolutely kills like this type of price action? Of course there is. Their strategy may say do this. They may have like years of experience and all that other stuff. But for me, I'm 3 years in. I'm trying to find my way. It's probably best to just, when you see an environment that's not looking all that great, to just, let it go. There's no need to there's no need to try and bang something out every single day. There's no need. A lot of weeks like a chicken running. That indeed. Guys, I'm this close to just locking my account for this morning and maybe coming back in the PM session. I'm really thinking that's what I should do here. I'm not feeling any, my emotions are in check. I feel fine. My heart's not racing. My adrenaline is not going. I'm not feeling any FOMO. That's the only reason why I haven't done it yet. But it's like, I know that if I were to take a trade, the chance of it working out is kind of low in this environment. Now, the 1 minute and the 200 is starting to look a little bit better here. Just a little bit. It would suggest that we want to play some longs. Let's look at the 5 minute. The 5, look at the 200. The 5 minute doesn't suggest it. The 5 minutes suggests that, hey, if we shoot down, we start closing below it, we're gonna shoot down some more. So, yeah, but what's gonna kill me is if I take it in a practice account, and it's like, yeah, see, look at that, that's the move. So here comes your 5 sweep. About to tap into the move origin or the supply and demand zone. So this could be your 5. The reason why I like the Model 2 is because it gives me like a clear zone or like a demand zone to play off of, and then I know that, hey, we've done the sequence. If I see bulls or bears come back in my favor, I know that they're coming in hot and they're coming in kind of strong. That's kind of like why I could prefer the Model 2. Yeah, guys, I still don't like those. Not for me. So there's your 5. There's your 5 sweep. Tapped in there. Bulls came back in. Looks like we want to hit 236. Just not for me. Yeah, once again, we're playing a really tough game here, guys. It's a really tough game here. You're playing in a very improbable game. Could I have taken that? Yes, but I want to practice on just waiting for better days. But this did look pretty good, but just not. It's not. Wasn't worth. This wasn't worth. Just wasn't worth. And then boom. Huh. I've been letting a lot of trades go. I've been letting a lot of trades go lately. So now we've gotten that five sweep, and we had Bulls come back in, and it hits TP immediately. I mean, hey, what can you do, right? So now what I'm not about to do is I'm not about to feel any type of FOMO over that, or just hop right back in. 30 seconds, you could probably find a little gas there. But once again, just not my model. The protected low is still far away from the 1 minute at 28,831. Okay, 1 minute 28,831. 28,831. I agree. Like price really could just. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not even liking my fib, to be very honest with you. Like I'm going from here to here. I'm not a big fan of where my fib placement is at. Yeah, price could just go here and then maybe start to do that. Looking like it's playing out though. Do we have any golfings on the 5? No. 5 minute looks really ugly. Alright, 5 minutes to 20 is starting to come up a little bit. Weird formation there though. Guys, that's an SBS I'm more than happy to let go. It's a hard market. Very hard market, very hard market. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Yeah, guys, that's all we're trying to do today. We're trying to not get cooked. That's it. That's all. If you're a little bit riskier, I mean, this SBS didn't look too bad. Was it for me though? Was it for me? I'm here to build better habits, build better discipline. And boom. One day I'm gonna stop just outlining it and actually take these damn trades. But hey, what can you do? So that's your completed SBS right there. And honestly, I probably would have closed full right here. I'm not expecting too much from this market. Yeah, this could just be a tape reading day. Did we say tape reading on this side, guys? Is that an ICT thing, or like is that something we say? Sniper, Art Vandalay. Did we say tape reading? Why is that the move origin and not the whole zone? So when you say the whole zone, it sounded like a DTFX thing, and I haven't really delved too hard into that content. But if you're familiar with supply and demand, we're looking at whatever started the move. So this is a move origin. I mean, it's in the name. It's in the name. Where did the move start? It started with this down close candle, and these bulls came in. Yeah, it started here. This is the start of the move. So you see this big move right here. Well, not big, but big enough. See this big move right here, taps into the move origin, goes back up, and technically speaking, it's been doing that the entire time. So this down close candle, I would have tried to see something like this. That's your move origin right there, because this is the start of this big ass move right here. This one's a little bit more tricky. NASDAQ tends to invalidate zones a lot, which is why she's harder to trade. But my eye is kind of going towards here. Here's a move origin, tapped into there, kind of got a little sauce there. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, it's basically an ICT order block, supply and demand. I like for shit like that. I'm not saying order block. I'm saying move origin or supply and demand zone, because that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, just different names. That's what it is with different names. This is a big moves. Got the opening slow. Might have to come back for power hour. I agree. This would have been like a little, not desperate. It's definitely an SBS. It's not A plus, nor is it A. Since the moving averages don't really suggest anything, I would say it's kind of B grade. Kind of B grade USD beef. D, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, D. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Not such a big move for the openings. I might have to come back for power hour. Just different names, order blocks, blah blah blah. Yeah, guys. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Sometimes I gotta remember to speak into the mic. Let's say use a higher time frame supplier demand zone. Which the F are you taking for 5-minute SBS? To be honest with you, Fed, I don't really understand the question. Which time frame? Which time frame are you taking for 5-minute SBS? I'm not too sure of that question. It almost sounds like you're answering your own question. Let's say you use a higher time frame supply or demand zone. Which time frame are you taking for 5-minute SBS? The 5-minute. What? you got me there, Fader. You might have to explain that one a little bit more for me. If you're trading the higher time frame, time is fractal, right? So if I'm going to that hourly, and let's say we're bullish on the hourly, right? I would look for zones, and NQ is really disrespecting every goddamn zone today. So none of this is a good example. But if I'm using the higher time frame and we're bullish, and let's say, well, here's an example. And let's say I want to use this zone right here. I'd probably look for a bullish structure on the lower time frame. Pick one. Is that you're in an hourly zone? You're in an hourly bullish zone. You want to see if price starts to develop your model or starts trending in the direction of your of your choice, right? So let's say if I wanted to take this zone right here, I'm not just going to enter in. I mean, if you're just playing the higher time frame, you could just enter right here and hope that you were right. But for most traders, let's say we're well within this zone, what's taught is we want to see some type of price action moving outside of the zone, and we start doing that little staircase uppy type thing for your longs or stuff like that. I mean, I hope that helps, but I'm just not understanding the question, because you just said, what time frame are you using for a 5-minute SBS? I'm like, obviously the 5-minute. You just said it. All right, guys. Once again, ranging about. If you have balls of steel, hopefully I don't get copyrighted for that. If you had balls of steel, you probably could have just taken this. Put your stop at the low. And just put your stop like right there. A little 1 to 1.5. In a market like this, that's more than excellent. Alrighty, guys, we're about to come back down here. The question is, do I still play this? Do you pay any attention to the higher time frame zones? On occasion. Do you just purely use the 5 minute for everything? Not really. I'm a recent price action type of guy, so I will be in between like the 1 and the 5, just to see. All right, if I'm playing the 1 minute, I like to see what the 5 minute is kind of doing. If the 5 minute aligns, that means, if the 1 minute supports my thesis and the 5 minute is like also supporting my thesis, that's kind of good money, right? So yeah, and usually I'm going in between the 1 and the 5, just because the 5 minute just gives a little bit more clarity here. And speaking of which, the 5, we just got a little cross here on the 5, just like, ugh. Let's see if it wants to test it and come back into the zone right here. 1 M or die. 1 minute or die. What we could see is price kind of slam into here, and we could start to see like bullish action once again. Maybe, possibly. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. What happened to U and SCI and ICC? I have no idea what that means. Once again, this is a hands-off environment, guys, and I'm kind of happy. Not gonna lie. Not going to lie. Which significant low failed to put in a new high? Potential target. Which significant low failed to make a new high? Which significant low failed to make a new high? This one right here. I guess this one right here. So I guess you're suggesting that this could be attacked, huh, Sniper? Like this. Which significant low failed to make a new high? I guess all of this. One low before that. Oh, I guess this one right here. Yeah, because this low made a new high. This low did not make a new high. Ah. Okay. Okay, so this low right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I see. So this, and or this. Yeah. So in other words, this little area may not hold. Huh. Let's put our hands up and see. Let's have our hands in the air and see. The one thing, I don't think there's anything to kind of wake up the market here. I don't think any of the big boys are kind of interested in this garbage, and just a little bit of the retail rents, little retail on retail action. Yeah, sorry SBS. Remember there's a little bit of a stream delay, so I guess whatever I say, you're probably responding like I'm like 30 seconds like ahead of you or something like that. So I get it. This all this nonsense right here, basically. So let's see what it wants to do. It's enticing, but no. It's enticing, but no. It's not what I like to see. And boom, that's probably your 5 minute kind of reacting right there. Yeah, little test on the 5 minute on the 20. Yep. Bearish engulfing there too. That's kind of ugly. Getting conflicting signals. Oof. Oh man, boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite, and whoa, little wiggle there. Little wiggle. Returning back to these highs. So far, the zone is doing its job. So far, this zone is really doing its job. This could be your SBS for the rest of the morning session. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little playground action right here. Look how tight this range is, though. So it looks like that we wanted to test the 20 moving average on the 5. Probably should have said that, but I didn't say it, but it's okay. I kind of like this bullish engulfing pattern right here, but I don't want to be... Kind of like that bullish engulfing pattern. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm not going to lie. Kind of like that. I may give it a shot. I may give it a shot. And I was too late. Little gun shy there. Yeah, that was kind of a good, I like this 5-minute engulfing. I'm too high now. Hesitation leads to defeat, Sekiro. If you ever play Sekiro, video game, FromSoft, any FromSoft fans in here? Yeah, hesitation leads to defeat. You said you liked it, but you didn't play it. It's okay. Is that a new 5-minute? This was a new 5-minute too. It kind of did exactly what I wanted it to do as well. Yeah, so price is forming up a little bit better. Yeah, let that one go, boys. I'll let that one go. That was kind of my bad. That was kind of my bad there, guys. I think I should have played that one. The 5-minute looked pretty good. We got a little cross right there. The 20 is finally above, supporting bulls. We got a bullish engulfing. That means this could be the correct idea. Or price could want to just come on back. That's a possibility. Let's see a break and retest. All right, guys. I'm gonna try that right there.
Order filled.
I'm gonna play the stop at the 5-minute low here. $82. That is not too bad. And if we can always boogie out of this position if the 5 minutes decides that, hey, we all of a sudden don't want to play ball. But it doesn't look too bad. I'm a little high though. Once again, don't follow me. Do not follow, do not follow, do not follow, do not follow. But I'm kinda liking how we had this bullish engulfing here. 5 minute is suggesting that we want to go higher from here. I just don't know if we want to come lower. It's a long way up too. Yeah, it's a little high. It's a little on the high side. And the 5 minute is about to close right here. Yeah, I'm a little high, guys. I am a little on the high side. I'm gonna get out of this and wait for a better position. So minus 40 bucks right there. It's a little on the high side. That is absolutely correct. Kind of put my faith in that bullish engulfing there, but the next 5 didn't want to flip back up. This is still a possibility for it to go up from here. But I'm going to sit on hands and wait. Maybe if we can tap this right here, maybe I'll give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. This could be another SBS forming right here. Too many fibs. Too many fibs there. Too many fibs there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this would have to come a little bit lower, guys. You have to come a little bit lower than that. Come on down for daddy. But not too much. Alright. Those are the sweeps I like to see. Now let's see if it wants to hold in this position, I guess. Having deja vu for some reason. These candlesticks. May take this tap right here into the move origin. Emphasis on might. Most action we've seen all day, though. All right, well, we're there. I could get in with tight stops.
Order filled.
I'm gonna do that right there, guys. Expecting a new high from here. We may want to come a little bit lower here, but I kind of like this. Stops are kind of tight, a little too tight for my liking, honestly. Alright guys, I have a little soft rule that when price lets me get back to BE, I'm going to take it. And, and I didn't take it. If we can start to make a new high here, I'll put this back at BE and see if it wants to come all the way up here. Not looking too bad. Guys, this is a terrible market. I'm going to take
Order
4
filled.
off right there and let the rest of that run. This is not the market I want to be playing around in. It's not a market I want to be playing around in. So I'm back at break even right there. I got a feeling that I'm not exactly doing this correctly. So I'm going to protect my capital here. And if this comes back to BE, I'll just take that $20 hit. That's perfectly fine. If it gives me a signal that it wants to go higher, I really doubt it. But and this is why we don't exactly play in a ranging market. So this may just pay for commissions. So yeah, I am in this trade. My stop is at break even, and since this is a chop day, this is more than likely going to hit me out at break even, and I'm going to control my emotions when it does. Yes, I am that trader that has a problem with break even trades. I have a lot of issues here, guys. I have a lot of issues here that I'm here to practice.
Order filled.
Stop that on that one. Stop that on that one. All right, cool. All right, so $20. Woo. All right. I'm going to be hands off for a second. I'm not really feeling any adrenaline, no FOMO, no chemicals in the brain right now, because that was expected. Now then, if this goes up, because this is the perfect model too, I will be kind of upset over that. Okay, guys. Yeah, I could get in with some low risk here, but how many times are we going to test this area? The 5 minute would suggest that, hey, we want to go higher from here. See trade, take trade. This area has just been holding for too long, though, guys. This area has just been there for too long. By the time I get confirmation that this is correct, the price will already be up here at my take profit level. I could get in, put the stop at this low. And you see how I'm you see how I'm flip-flopping right now? And I need to go back to, what did I say before? Textbook ranging market. Let's take a second. Look at the noise. Look at this. Why would you even want to deal with it? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take $22, and we're gonna watch the rest of the price. We're gonna watch the rest of the price. This looks like a decent SBS, but it's making me work too hard for it right now. I would love to just see, like, hey, if this goes all the way back up, but man, you can get cooked here, guys. You can really get cooked here. I think I got a good thing going on with $22. That's like 1% of my account, technically. Look how ugly this is. Good discipline, Andre. Good patience. Good discipline, Andre. Good patience. I'm going to reward myself for not getting in this one because I definitely wanted to press the button. I thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you for allowing me to talk a hole in your ear, talk a hole in your Tuesday morning, because Because I was definitely about to press the button right here. I mean, like 100%. But I talked myself out of this one. This is a losing trade, and I think Sniper kind of called this one out. I think Sniper kind of called this one out. Hey, this shit look kind of weak. Was likely to get attacked. This nonsense right here. Good call, Sniper. Good call. Good call. Good call. Oh, let me see. Gotcha. Good call, Sniper. Good call. Why don't you just trade the 15-second chart with 3-minute context? Because I don't like doing that. Nothing wrong with it. But if that's your bag, that's your bag. It's just not for me. I'm a 1 minute, maybe sometimes a 30-second. I'm a 5-minute guy. Higher time frames, you know. I pay attention to it on occasion, but I think if I'm trading the 1 minute, the 5 minutes usually as far as I need to go. I mean, I always do my top-down analysis, though, just to see where we're at on the hourly, right? That's how I knew that, hey, price can kind of like kerfuffle in this area. Let me go to the other ink. Go to the big NQ. It didn't change. Why didn't it change? Where is? I must have got rid of the button that gets rid of my my indicators then. All right, so we're on big NQ. We're on big NQ, and yeah, sometimes I will pay attention to this, and that's how I kind of knew that price was like, hey, it could be kind of stupid today, and I made out with $22. So let's make sure that we go back to. In fact, I think I have a big NQ block, so I couldn't trade this even if I wanted to. All right, getting a little. NQ just loves to ignore and validate zones. I wouldn't mind a long from here, but then again, I wouldn't mind a long from here. It's really got to show me it wants it though. We're below the 200. The 20 seems like it's coming down. 30-second just crossed. Huh. And there goes your long once again. Kind of don't like it. And so now we're back here. What do we do? As price moves while you're trying to make a decision. And so we swept all of this. I just don't have confidence that price wants to come back up here. The 200 says, the 20 and 200 says, hey, if we start closing above here, you can have it. I would have liked to have been down here somewhere. All right, let's play another SBS here with minimal risk here, guys. I'm gonna go 3 contracts if it shows it wants to keep going up from here. Wait, how many trades did I take today? I took 2 trades. I took 2 trades today. So there's a good possibility that I'm having what's the word I'm looking for? Not mental fatigue, but some type of decision fatigue right now. Am I emotionally fit to take this trade? That's the real question. We'll watch it go. We'll watch it go. Am I experiencing fear? Most likely. Most likely experiencing fear right here. Okay. Give me one more push downward and that maybe I'll Andre. Golly. Man, it's not too late. It's too late. Okay. You're witnessing a trader not take his setups. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, 5 minute looks pretty good. And I just watched it go from here to here to here to here to here all the way to TP. Don't worry, Andre. There will be another bus. Kind of like how we're sitting above the 20 though. Can we come back into this little area right here? Or is it just going to run off without me? Hesitation leads to defeat, Sekiro. But this looks really good to go upwards. Hit that first TP line there though. Want to see if it wants to retrace at all. But I should have been down here. It's kind of what the rules say. But I was afraid. Fear. Fear. Yeah, fear. Another journal entry. So far I'm noticing I'm calling the market correctly, but I'm having a fear and hesitation of pulling the trigger. So I'm having a problem of identifying whether I have FOMO or whether I'm afraid and I should be in the trade. Let's see if the next bus comes then. Test at a 20. Think about trying that. Stop at the low. Be the final trade of the day. Can they give me a better price? Can we get a better price? Just trying to nail this one I got here, guys. right.
Order filled.
This will be the final trade of the day, guys. Stop at this level. Let's give it a little bit more room, I guess. Not looking too hot. Not looking too hot all of a sudden.
Order filled.
Okay. All right. Not too shabby there. Let me try this one more time, guys.
Order filled.
And if this one, I just said this. I just said that, didn't I? Maybe I was too early for the move. The 5-minute is in my favor. The 5-minute is definitely in my favor for this. Looks like that we want to come down again. I wouldn't trust in this range here. What time is it? 11:15. We trust in the range here, guys. I'm gonna trust in the range. Gonna trust that we did what we had to do down here. I'm just gonna sit here and accept the risk. I'm gonna try and believe in a self-fulfilling prophecy here. Maybe buyers want to come back and be interested again. Not gonna lie, a little nervous. A little on the nervous side. Because we're doing nothing but barcode.
Order filled.
Guys, I'm taking some of that off. And letting the rest rock. I'm gonna let this little micro do its thing. Did I cut that trade short? Yes. But I'm trying to identify when I'm on tilt. And now we got a favorable closure right there. Once again, I said this a couple streams ago. Now my brain is starting to calm down. Now I'm starting to think like a trader. And it's saying, hey, the SMA is kind of aligned. We got a bullish engulfing on the 5, even though this price action is completely goofy. Now it's saying, hey, you probably should have taken profit at these levels right here. But once again, this is a terrible market. This is a terrible market. This is a terrible market. So, are we above the 1 minute? Yes, we are. And look at my chart. My chart is all jumbled. Let's see if we get a test of the 20 here. $200 all the way up there. Nuts. Oh yeah, that's his price isn't getting back up there. Yeah, now my trader brain is saying you should have waited for at least the first take profit to get hit. And now what's going to happen is we're probably going to retrace back down to hit me at break even. Time is 11:16. Yeah, zoom out a little, take a breath. Yes, sir. 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 Yeah. I'd be happy to take a break even day today. Because what's the likelihood of this making these new highs? Very low, right? Very, very, very low. One minute seems like it wants to agree with our thesis. 5 minute finally says it wants to agree with our thesis. But will it do it? Probably not, because this morning is trash. Anyway, I am hands off right now, though, guys. I'm hands off, letting it do its thing. I'm not even going to screenshot this one because I don't like my execution today, and I don't like my. I mean, the discipline was okay. Technicals was okay. I kind of called everything, but I'm not really digging the wish-washy nature that I had today. I think I took like 4 trades in this one in chop. I took 4 trades in chop, and that's not good. P&L would definitely suffer for that. I just realized that I'm not in streamer mode too. Why ain't nobody say anything? Yeah, I didn't want y'all to see all this, but you see it, so I'm just gonna leave it. Look like this might be it. You know what I have a bad habit of doing? I have a bad habit of moving 5 As you can see, 5 went from here to here to here. I have a bad habit of that. I have a really bad habit of that. I need to stop doing that. But yeah, definitely cut this one short, guys. Definitely cut that one short. Should have had the gumption to let that rock just a little bit more. Maybe we could be sitting at a small winning day. But it looks like I'm going to be forced to take a break even unless this wants to make the highest highs, which I really doubt. But we're in it. We're at break even. I kind of don't want to be at -20 though. Yeah. Once again, chances of this making a new high is very slim, but 5 minute is kind of in our favor. It's just the range. This range is very deadly. This range is very deadly. Now that we're up here, it's like, all right, we're back. Let's come down. But I'm not sweating it. Got some reps in. Figure out what I'm doing wrong. Recognize what I was feeling. And coming right back down. The only thing in our favor right now is that the 20 is starting to move away, but I mean, it's no reason to even believe in that, right? It's not really too much of a reason to put your faith in that. Yep, and I typed it out too. Textbook ranging market advised not to touch 20 and 200 is cutting through price like a hot knife through butter. Can't get cooked. Can't get cooked. All right, so what I'm expecting right now is I'm expecting something really goofy to happen, like this, like some type of like real goofy like hit down here to go right back up. But it's not worth letting this micro go for $20. Yeah, I'm expecting some real goofy shit to happen. So we're gonna watch the 5. Watch the 5 for a second. That ES is better stuff for loans, my opinion, but yeah, both are trash. We're gonna put in another high most likely. And then 952 high to be taken, but nobody has a crystal ball, right? That is correct. Aura. Ashama. That is correct. We have no idea. I'm betting on the fact that this just hits me at break even because we've been in a range for the past morning. Are you trading multiple accounts? Hell no. No. This is my only account. I think copy trading is a scam. Yeah, I think copy trading is a scam. And here we are reaching lower once again. Why? We know why. Range market. Bulls, that means bears are trying to push it lower. I have no hope anymore. Tested a 200 last shot. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This isn't healthy. Yeah, trading this price action is not all that healthy. I feel like for whatever reason, I feel like I've taken a step backwards here. Yep, nothing's gonna stop it now. Oh, wait. Yeah, nothing's stopping that. Wow, even with everything being in line, we still couldn't push up, guys. Even with everything being in line, still could not push up. What can you say?
Order filled.
I might come back in the PM session. But lock me out of this shit for right now, because this is ridiculous. Yeah, I'll be back at 1:30 or so. See if we get something better. 1:30 p.m. Yeah, lock me out, because this is insane. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me. I'm getting tired of looking at this shit. We played the range, even though we said don't play the range. We still did it anyway, and what happened? We got exactly what we thought we were going to get, which is a bunch of nonsense. So, yeah, guys, I'm about to end the stream right here. Oh, interesting. How's that? I'll explain it. I'll explain the next live stream. I need to get out of here. I'm very upset right now. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to get out of here. This market sucked, and I still fafoed. I still fucked around and found out. So, yeah, I may come back in the PM session, and yeah, look at that. Look, yeah, look at that. I may come back in the PM session. I may not, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys.